When you're saying so, it might be improper, inadequate for a man to define themselves as African. You say, no?
Nothing is wrong with defining yourself as an African or an Indian or whatever. But it's important to acknowledge that there's more to you than that. And if you appreciate the more to you than that, you realize how limited that significance is. Because the way the human being has been designed, there are various quarters that say that certain ethnic groups have some special predisposition to spirituality and that kind of thing. I honestly don't believe that. I honestly don't believe it because the ignorance that is affecting that is affecting the human race, regardless of any specific classification, right, is the issue of self-ignorance. Right? Self-knowledge is the same for every human being. Self-knowledge is reacquainting yourself with the ability you had as a child to experience the fact that you exist without thinking about it.
Yeah.
A child can't think about what it is because a child doesn't know what it is. A child only experiences the fact that it exists. A child don't even know its fucking name. As a matter of fact, your name is not you know.
Yeah.
Your name is only of social significance. Why? It's only the value of your name has to do with people being able to refer to you in your absence. Right? In order to communicate something that pertains to you or some sort of relevance to you. Right? But labels and names are human need and attribute. It's not a feature of reality of fucking soul. Because it's not a feature of reality, why it has so many different languages. And the languages that are operating right now has an exhaust. Yeah, but once you integrate a sound to a picture or object, that's the beginning of a fucking language. That's the fundamentals of a language. Language has to do with infusing sound, which when you make a sound meaningful, that's how you get a word. When you listen to a foreign language, you don't hear words, all you hear is sound. Because that's all the human mouth can make, sound. When you learn the meaning associated with that particular sound and the two are integrated into a unit, you get a word. A word is born in the mind of the party or consciousness the particular individual. Ethnicity is a stepping stone or a part of the path or a part of the road towards self-knowledge. Right? And I would say it is the beginning fucking phase of self-knowledge. No, because here, you don't even see you know what the matrix is? The only real person you know is yourself. You know no one else, you know. Everyone in your world is a picture, you know. A picture. I'm a picture. You're a picture. Right? A picture. You see how words are formed from sounds? Huh? A person is formed from a picture. Once the picture becomes meaningful based on social interaction, what this one say about you or what I know about you and all that information, that becomes the meaning of the picture whenever you see the picture. But it's just a picture. Why do you think there's a word called fucking stranger? Why do you think a stranger is somebody who don't exist? Everybody who's a stranger right now could become a person to you. And your world is made up of persons, not strangers. So, you see, mind is socially significant. It is an indispensable tool for social survival. Right? But because mind is not something you're born with, it has certain facts about our humanity that people don't talk about or pay attention to. You know? The mind you boasting and saying is yours. You weren't born with that. A sign of maturity is where you start to become mentally conscious and try to add information to your mind or start to question the information you already have. Or you open to different understanding because you realize that, hey, I mean, what I understand is not the final statement. Right? But mind over fucking rated, that's why the point of come to humanity. Mind, regardless of what level it's operating on, is fucking overrated. I'll put it this way. I'll be more specific here. Mind that cannot rest. When I say mind that cannot rest, mind is the ability to think. Right? Anytime thinking stops, there's no mind in it. There's awareness. Right? Any mind that cannot stop thinking is both the prison, and the fucking sentence. You can free yourself anytime. Anytime your thought process stops, you're liberated. The nirvana they're talking about, the kingdom of heaven, all that. It refers to that psychological state of our being that we dwelled in and enjoyed in childhood. Children know what they are. Why ain't children no child born fucking religious?
Listen good.
Who child is telling here I want it? That comes with a certain level of mental development, which means a certain amount of information accumulated and the content of that information. In other words, that particular mind, the informational content that mind has is one that tells it that, yes, the real thing is believing in the Lord or following the ways of the Lord or understanding the commandments or living in accordance with God. And you see, you see, fear, you'd be surprised to know the amount of the diverse package of human behaviors that people engage in just because of fucking fear. Sometimes just the fear of being alone.
Yeah.
As the Bible said, even before that, and the Bible also said that he was the one who was walking with them in the wilderness, coming out from Egypt.
Social adaptation is at social adaptation is a kind of compromise on authenticity for the individual.
When they did foolishness.
You are not what you are.
That's real too, man.
You're not real.
Simple terms,
You're not real.
Yeah.
It's a kind of phantom. That's why the fucking matrix.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Imagine the phantom is seeking liberation. When liberation is the absence of the fucking phantom. Check that. Check that. Check fucking that. This is why that postpone happiness and everything else to the fucking hereafter. When the hereafter is now. You could die now. This is really a psychological thing. Nothing dies, you know. Since you have been here, you know how many times this field of energy has been fucking changed? You're living and dying. This is why you eat and excrete. Living is dying and dying is living.
Yeah.
But the ego, because of the ignorant basis of its activity, which is thinking,
The instruction was,
right? Says itself like, yeah.
eat from this, you shall surely die. But we are here to
You're not talking about that, you will surely die. This is where the man said to be born again. And this is where the man talk about the little children, suffer them not. So see the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is that state of being that you know as a child. In that state, you're not seeking self-knowledge. You know what you are because what you are is an experience, not a fucking idea or concept. And here we fuck about it. It could become an idea or concept because, remember, in human psychological behavior is one where when you're learning a new skill, it takes a lot of attention, focus, right? But after that, it's automatic. So you're free to do other things or learn new skills. So the particular concept or image or perception you formulate to yourself is your thoughts shape your feelings and your moods, your emotions, right? You can never have an emotion without a thought causing it. The emotion is always in response to some situation, except if it's joy. Joy is not a response. Anytime you have experienced joy, just that's not a reaction. That is part of the inner. You get a chance to fucking seep through the matrix or the mental prison created by thought operating on automatic.
And that opportunity to save you, because you're dead and you can't have forgiveness.
The purpose of religion is to make you comfortable with your fucking ignorance and to justify the postponement of happiness. Happiness? Imagine you postponing happiness. But the only consolation is that the postponement is not conscious. You are happiness. Man, I'm telling you, brother, you see me?
Because they're dead.
I don't need to lie to people. I know. I really fucking know. Right? I ain't claiming to know. I ain't believe I know. I could explain every fucking thing I say down to the most minute detail. Right? It's my knowledge.
Yeah.
If you experience that experience, which is a level of the psychological structure that is.
You could only forgive if you have forgiveness.
What's your name?
Simba.
Simba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every human being, that is the basic state of being, the new as a child, and the personality that they have become, which is we also call in mind, stands and rises on that. It's an offshoot of that. That state of being, the child know, come like the soil. And the same it had different trees, it had different personality structures that could come out of that same soil. Because your personality could have been different. Seeing as your personality is the result of the environment in which you have interacted. If you had migrated years ago, your personality would have been fucking different. You'd have met different people, have different experiences, explore different areas of curiosity. You mightn't, you follow me where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So, because of self-ignorance, we feel that what we are is some irreducible primary. It's a fundamental. This is what we are. And we have to do something about it.